Hello everyone, and welcome back to another RuneScape video. In today's video, we take a look at 10 interesting facts about the wilderness. Now the wilderness is a massive place, so I can probably make more facts about this place if people request it. I don't really have too much more to say besides enjoy the video. Number 10. Resource filled. The wilderness is absolutely packed with ways to train your skills and activities to complete. You can do anything from penguin hunting all the way to training farming. As you will see later in this list, there's a reason behind this. The abundance of resources is actually written into the game's lore. Despite its ties to the lore, it's still surprising that all these resources managed to survive the God Wars. Number 9. Safe Wilderness. This is a fact I imagine most veterans will know, but anyone who just started playing within the past few years probably didn't know about it. Back in 2008, Jagex decided that it needed to do something about the issue of botting and real-world trading. In order to do this, they decided to make it so you could only PK in the wilderness on certain worlds and set a limit on how much you could trade to another player or receive from killing another player. Along with a few other changes, they effectively ended real-world trading. This came at a cost though, as players disliked these updates and caused many to quit. All of these updates were later reversed a few years later after a poll was ran where 91% of players voted that they wanted the old system back. Number 8. Non-member PKing. Up until the Duel Arena was released for free-to-play users, the Wilderness was the only place non-members could PK. The Duel Arena was originally released in March of 2004 just for members. Eventually, in December of 2007, almost 4 years later, the Duel Arena was made available for everyone. This was also around the same time that Bounty Hunter and Clan Wars were created. Number 7. Revenant Lore. I've discussed Revenants in the past, but I'll do a brief overview for those of you who have forgotten about them. Revenants are the spirits of creatures that were killed in the God Wars. Revenants were introduced once PKing was removed from the wilderness, and they were basically created to replace player killers. Something you may not know is that when Jagex removed them, they decided to include it in the lore. In the 5th Age, a large group of adventurers teamed up to remove the Revenants from the wilderness. Now all Revenants live inside the Forinthry dungeon as a result. This is something I do really like about Jagex. Rather than just randomly introducing or removing something, they'll make sure it makes sense in the lore as well. Number 6. The Wilderness Ditch/Wall. The Wilderness Ditch actually wasn't introduced until April of 2007. This was introduced as many new players were being lured by players for their items. Although you may know that part, I bet you don't know why it was changed into a wall. When Jagex introduced a bunch of graphics enhancements in 2010, it caused graphical issues with the ditch. I figured Jagex just thought a wall would look nicer for all these years. Now I know that wasn't the case. Number 5. Bots. The return of wilderness and free trade most definitely has to be the leading cause of a huge surge of botting seen in 2011 and 2012. Suddenly, bots were actually profitable again, as now that free trade existed, real-world trading became a problem. Real-world trading also caused PKing items to dip to nearly half of their value. Despite there being a huge demand for these items, bots took advantage of this demand and caused it to become less and less profitable by flooding the market. Luckily these days, Jagex has a very good bot detection program, and bot levels are at an all-time low compared to back then. Number 4. Pizza Shop. Believe it or not, but the Wilderness actually has a pizza shop. The shop is known as Tony's Pizza Bases, and although you cannot buy full pizzas, you can buy pizza bases. The shop is located in the bandit camp, and there's not really too much of a reason to go here. Really, the only reason is if you're looking to make some easy GP, save some GP, or if you have an Iron Man account and can't use a Grand Exchange. Number 3. Forinthry. Before the wilderness became what it is today, the land there was known as Forinthry. It was extremely rich in natural resources, so many humans settled there. Zeros actually claimed the majority of this area for himself. Later Zeros was overthrown when Zamorak managed to get the Staff of Armadil. He attacked Zeros' castle and stole much of his power, which was then placed into the staff. The rest of the gods made the choice to banish Zamorak as a result, but as you can imagine, Zamorak instead decided to come back with a huge army. This series of events is one of the main factors that caused the God Wars. Number 2. Tax Collectors. If you visit the general store in the bandit camp, the shop will buy items for GP close to high alchemy prices. Other general stores will only buy your items for close to low alchemy prices. If you ask the shop owner why this is the case, he will tell you that tax collectors do not visit his store. Just based off this little piece of information given to us, we now know that all of RuneScape's general stores are taxed on the items they buy and sell. Although the shop owner might just be joking, it would certainly make sense if he was telling the truth. Number 1. Recolonize. Despite the wilderness being the most dangerous place you could possibly pick to live, there have been multiple attempts to recolonize it. During the 4th Age, a new city was built on top of a destroyed city that was known as Dariak. The Bond family then chose to use this place to establish a farm that went on to be very successful. Later in the 1700s, a group of rogues invaded and massacred everyone who lived there. What I find especially scary about this fact is that you can actually find the ghosts of some of the Bond family in-game. You can see both Eric and Summer Bond in the quest Summer's End. That's all I have for this video, but if you'd like to see more top 10s, then don't forget to drop a like below. For more content from me, subscribe to my gaming channel, follow me on Twitter, and lastly subscribe here for more RuneScape content. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.